Puzzles, 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 puzzles. Puzzles, puzzle, puzzles, puzzle, puzzles. Alright, so I've played with video settings a bit, and it looks slightly better. So this effect where you can see the leaves acting a bit strange, as if they're like alive further back. Apparently that has to do something with the illumination setting. Now it's further away. Before you could have seen that much closer, and it also kind of looked like a blur effect as well. It's on high now. I think so far my potato can handle it. Alright, so what's going on here? Did I solve all of them? So shows 4 circles, but it also highlights these things here for some reason. I hate how they made this. So what does this mean? It just means the direction, but why? Wait, no, 7... Okay, 7 is not highlighted, so there's nothing there, but in 5 and 6 there's what? I haven't been here. So... What? Why do I have 8 circles gathered if I haven't solved this one? Allah. She's summoning Allah. I don't get it. Why? Where is 5th one? Is 5th one the gates? Wait. Okay, you can see 5 on the compass. But ugh. Your focus is weird too. So that last sign just didn't want to show me a direction. And this is like a terminal, but it's hand reading now. The life of Trevor. Trevor Percival Donovan, known to his friends simply as Trev, never as Percy, was part of the extended lifespan project that formed the backbone. Is that a reference to Percy from the Vox Machina? Helped to put together the hardware that made all of us possible. Like Alexander Drennan, he left behind a series of messages to the future, but unlike Alexander Drennan or Arkady Chernyshevsky, he was forgotten. Not one building or street in New Jerusalem is named after him. I dug up his files from the archive and I've been thinking about them a lot. From what archive? Was it damaged and just his stuff didn't make it? There we go, ecologues probably.
So I heard that Alexandra is recording these time capsules for you out there, I guess? Robot people of the future, hi. And I thought to myself, surely they'll want to hear more than the wisdom and insight of a brilliant scientist like Alexander Drennan. Surely they also want to know what I was thinking, a dumbass hardware engineer from Staten Island. Tell us about your insights, Trevor. Why did you spend your last months on Earth helping a crazy old Russian guy build the world's biggest backup drive? Well, let me tell you my story. When I was... Yes, Frank! I'm recording right now. Uh-huh. No. You know what? Why don't you go...
Shit. Still hiding the tools behind pointless walls, I see. Okay. What is going on here? Where's my end goal? Here. I need something else to hold this. I guess this will do. But it doesn't work. What the hell? Okay, wait. Maybe I could keep this open and then keep open the other door with a jam. And there we go. Easy. When there's going to be hard shit? Come on. I didn't even need that one.
Odd. 1K solved all the puzzles in this area, but nothing happened. There was a brief blip in the system, though. Maybe it'll do something later. There has to be some sort of point.
So there is, like, scattered about hand readings. And if I don't explore hard enough, I'll just miss them. What does that mean? That's new, right? So the extra puzzles contribute to the golden gates? Is that it? Because there was only 2 extra ones that I did. And then I'll have to come back here to check what's behind the gate in like all the places. I like the centerpiece. I like the buildings. Like the pyramid, this tower looks cool. But like, are they actually real? The easy way to check if those things are real or not would be like record them on something other than your eyes, something external that is not affected by the interface of social media thing. But I guess our guys don't really consider it yet to be not real. Okay, so new Tetris puzzles, but now it's more inconvenient.
I don't know if this is relevant, but St. Edwald believed that Tetrominoes represented the name of God and God's ability to reshape the world.
True, but he was also mad as a hatter.
One man's madness is another man's genius.
What? Why from this side? How does it pick a side from which to build? Oops. There we go. I guess it shows in the
When I was
face.
booted up, I was terrible at the Tetromino arrangers.
Those were actually the only ones I was good at. What? I'm just saying.
What's happening there? Oh. Nothing. Cool.
Is that some kind of anti-gravity?
I'm not sure. Could be,
Kind
I
of
guess.
purple cheese. Is that literally a portal? But it was like blue, I think. A blue field.
In the beginning, the god shaped humankind out of the clay of the earth and gave them
Aren't you a
life
cat,
with their own
though?
breath. But who is closer to perfection? The creator or the created?
That's a good question if it's related to AIs. Neither, because perfection is impossible.
The man who lives on the plains imagines that the gods dwell on the mountaintop. But if he followed the steep road, he would see his shadow in the clouds beneath. When Prometheus saw that humankind was more alike in nature to the gods than to the animals, he stole the secret of fire from Olympus and shared it with the mortals. Was his theft justified?
Yes, because knowledge belongs to all.
Fire may belong to the child, but the child will still burn itself. Angered by the betrayal of Prometheus, Zeus punished humankind by creating Pandora. He gave her a box, and when she opened it, from inside escaped sorrow and suffering. All that remained within was hope. What does this mean?
These are very vague. Hope may still be found if we are willing to look for it.
Those who seek hope should ask themselves why it was imprisoned with the world's evils. Creature of clay, you stand before the fire. Will it make you whole, or will it destroy you? Consider the shadows cast by the flame, but do not mistake them for
There were
truth.
questions in the beginning to try and learn more of who she is supposed to be, but by answering the question that she asked first, I just kind of skipped it. Which is unfortunate.
Guys, look at my stream. The beam 1K activated is connecting to the
You
pyramid.
could.
That looks like a massive amount of power.
We need to talk about what just happened. Thoughts?
I'd say there are two distinct issues here. What is the being 1K spoke to, and what is the function of the beam?
Let's start with the Sphinx.
It seems similar to the apparition in New Jerusalem. Presumably the same technology.
What I'd like to know is what we're dealing with, ontologically speaking. Was this a sentient being or some kind of recording?
This is what I don't like. Like it feels dumbed down when something is happening and the characters start to like discuss it for the player instead of player trying to figure out on by themselves and draw conclusions by himself if I was like alone compared to the first game, for example. But here there's like a bunch of people. Oh, it's maybe this or maybe that. What do you think? Here's some options you can pick from. I think it was sentient. It seemed to react to what I was saying. I'm not sure the interaction wasn't long enough. I think so. I think it's some kind of security system. I don't think so. I think it's some kind of security system.
A security system. All right, but
It didn't have much personality,
Keep everyone
I would
out?
say.
Keep the wrong people out?
And is it dangerous?
We're speculating with too little hard data. What's clear is that there's some sort of testing component to this place. You solve the puzzles, you get access to the towers, you enable a beam, and if you do it 3 times, you get access to the megastructure.
But why?
Maybe, but why?
Yes.
I don't know. It's a mystery. Don't you like mysteries, Al? Everybody likes a good mystery.
You know what I like? Certainty.
You know how you get from mystery to certainty?
By solving puzzles?
Yep. 1K, you know the drill. The rest of you, as you were.
Okay, I can't overcome this barrier. I'm like an orc from Orc Must Die. This is my barricade. Never mind, it's invisible wall. It will now suck me back in. It's not very fun elevator. And now we have like a quest in the top right. Still haven't died, have I? What is... Huh? I don't know, guys. It's supposed to be an improvement. A new era of gaming. Like maybe you only need to play on like ultra. Otherwise, you get this. What's the triangle? Did I solve this one? Yes. Is there a way to tell? Like, let's say if the puzzle end wasn't like super close.
I think we're done here for now. Let's head over to the next site.
Okay, let's continue, I guess. This map is so huge. I just don't want to go around in circles.
Everybody, I'm sure you're all excited to check out the next site. But while you're there, remember that I'm still trying to fix the rest of the transport system. Maybe there's another one of those labs that 1K found. If there is, look for more documentation, please.
Okay, solve 8 puzzles. There's 8 circles. How I don't understand how I got 8 circles, but there were 2 extra puzzles left after. Okay. Similar looking. One sec. Who are you? Byron?
Hey there, 1K.
What do you make of the Sphinx?
I don't know what she is, ontologically speaking, but those questions she asked reinforce my belief that we're being tested, or perhaps analyzed.
That is all. Quantum tunneling. Oh, a new toy. Oh. But you can't go through. Okay, that's not quite like Portal. It creates a hole. Oh, I like the effect of it leaves behind. Alright, that's cool. Okay, and it only can make a hole in these walls made of triangles. Okay, I don't know where I need a hole yet. What am I doing first? Only I could crouch. How does that help? There's cubes somewhere that I don't see. Or can I just grab that device from the other side? Driller. I guess makes sense. It will turn itself off. But I could make a hole with another driller.
But notice that many of these structures are not strictly functional. There's a sense of aesthetics, of beauty here. This place might be meant to test us somehow, but perhaps there's more to it than that.
Beauty? I don't know about that. I feel like the building as a centerpiece is not very good. Because they all kind of look similar to each other. It's hard to tell where you are in the game. Something maybe simpler would have been better, or I don't know, symbol of some kind of animal concept, hieroglyph,
Where's another one of those monuments?
2478. Could be puzzles. Need to do 2478 and there is something there. What is this? Laser. Oh, is that for the final or is it something else? Because there's a line there too. Is this marked? Yeah, this is the star, another star.
Yes?
Tell me about yourself.
Founders, Pistons. You want my autobiography now? Fine. I'm one of New Jerusalem's chief engineers. I'm in charge of city maintenance and power management. I'm old as dirt, although not quite as old as that fossil Byron. In short, old, grumpy, keep stuff running.
Do you have any hobbies?
Hobbies? You think I have time for hobbies? That's cute. If I had time for hobbies, all of you would be dead.
Really, nothing.
What do you want me to say? I like bubble baths, candy, and the concept of Tuesdays. Cities don't maintain themselves. If you don't
Why
put real
Tuesdays?
effort into keeping stuff running, it all falls apart in just a few decades. Civilization is always on the brink of collapse unless we do something about it. And I do.
What's your evaluation of the megastructure?
It's big. It's too big. And it's got a lot of energy running through it.
Professional
Frankly,
engineer
I think we should be pooping our robot pants.
description.
See, that's what I mean about the language libraries. Pooping our pants. Really?
What? She doesn't come across as very professional, to be honest. Any progress on the particle clouds?
Yes, but I'm not liking the results.
What are the results?
Confusing, irritating, infuriating. Take your pick.
That is all. If you wore clothes, you could have had some pockets. And you didn't need to carry backpacks all the time. What is it for? Wait. So... No, it's not one of them. So... On each sign there might be a switch and I just need to switch these numbers. 2, 4, 7, 8. It's pretty easy. If that's so. You
Hey,
could
okay, how can I help you?
tell me about yourself.
I don't know if there's much to tell. I'm not that interesting. I'm just a member of the scavenging team. Well, senior member. Lead scavenger, I guess. There's not that many of us left, to be honest, and Garrus doesn't get along with the mayor. What else? I have a cat named Bruce. I like old music. I have a collection of antique bottles. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think the blur plot problem almost disappeared with the eliminating BB change on high. Why did you become a scavenger?
I've always loved exploration, seeing new places, That feeling that you're the first person to set foot somewhere after all this time. But you know, it's not even that. It's just seeing new things. The world is full of remarkable sights, and experiencing them changes you. It's not the same as just reading about it.
I agree. Discovering the world enriches our lives.
Exactly. Every time I go on another mission, I find something that surprises me, that extends my horizons in ways I couldn't have anticipated. The world is so much bigger than we are. It contains things that we can't even imagine. And if we limit ourselves to our own minds, we'll never grow.
Tell me about Bruce.
He's 5 years old, half goofball, half psychopath, loves sticking his head into things, chews cables, pees on electrical stuff. Melville banned him from her workshop, but he loves visiting her and peeing on her equipment.
Wait, who's Bruce? Cat? Why do you collect bottles?
I just find it fascinating that these fragile objects have survived for so long. Plus, they're kind of pretty.
Shiny. Do you want to solve some of these puzzles? Seriously.
Oh no, please. No puzzles. I'm so bad at puzzles. I barely got out of the booting process. Elohim thought I might be defective.
What do you think the towers are for?
Maybe they're for powering up the megastructure? Or maybe they just open it, like keys. Why? No idea. But aren't they gorgeous? Just incredible feats of engineering?
I agree, they are beautiful.
I don't know who built this place, but whoever they were, they must have had a purpose. Making something so beautiful feels like a statement of intent.
What's the farthest you've ever been from New Jerusalem?
It might be this. Although there was an expedition to a
Where are we,
superconductor
actually?
storage facility up north, incredibly well preserved, but the logistics
I
were
guess
an
supposed to be
absolute nightmare. Now that I think about it,
Netherlands or
there
something?
might be some of that in you.
Have you ever seen anything like the megastructure in your travels?
Our ancestors built some pretty amazing things. Huge cities, factories, mines, monuments to their history, but nothing quite like this, no.
That is all. I already forgot what numbers I needed to press. It showed 2 here. Okay, wait. What is this? Is this anything? Like a weakness puzzle, but with squares. No. It did came well after Witness, so it could take some inspiration, I guess, if it wanted to. Allah. Allahu Akbar. World Spirit. The World Spirit. What is it that drives historical process? It's easy to dismiss the idea of the great man, or the great woman for that matter, when clearly so much is determined by resource distribution, pre-existing political structures, and the randomness of the universe itself. But is there no space at all for the individual in all this? Or are there not moments when, in Hegelian fashion, an individual may represent the world spirit itself? Was Napoleon history on horseback or not? Or is that itself another form of determinism? 5358. Fuck is that? From Augustus to Napoleon, from Lincoln to Lenin, there are individuals whose actions seem to drive rather than merely be driven by history. They make bold choices for good or ill that transform entire societies. Or do they? We like to blame them for their failures, but are they not ultimately just the expression of a historical moment? But if they are, where is the space for human agency? It sometimes feels to me that all of human history has been that one struggle to carve out a space for free choice against the tides of history, and heroes and tyrants, pick and choose examples as you will, are both equally a reflection of that. Our greater goal then ought to be to extend that freedom to the maximum number of people, to become captains of our own fate, as much as that is possible in this universe. Okay. Hypatia Journal. The founding of New Jerusalem. Day 14. Melampus and Imo went back to the dam to get more charging equipment. They've not returned yet, which means that we are stretched a little thin. Since we're still posting guards at all times, but those large herbivores haven't come back yet, and at any rate, Estithius assures us that they are non-aggressive, but it's better not to take any chances. Are they talking about horses or cows? Not when there isn't so few of us and so many of them. Athena and Cornelius and Astathius spent most of their time drawing up plans and arguing in a friendly manner, but arguing still. The rest of us are managing to tune them out pretty well. It's like background noise after a while. Burp. Still have corruption, I see. We have started construction on the first habitat. It's going to be a temporary structure for now, but we'll all be glad to get out of the rain. So how much people... Why is it day 14? Day 14 from what? The first awakening? And then she managed awake like... how much? Melampus 1, Emo 2, Hypatia 3, Cornelius 4, Estithius 5, and 6 Athena at least. So they did wake up almost at the same time, I guess. Okay, Trevor.
So, what are you doing here, Trevor? Why are you trying to save the world? Well, look, I think humanity is awesome. I love humanity. As a species, we're great. I mean, our track record is pretty mixed, but have you seen everyone else? I mean, what did you do today, animal? Oh, I ate some leaves, sniffed my own butt, crapped myself, and went extinct. Or, you know, I tore this other animal limb from limb, sniffed my friend's butt, crapped myself, and went extinct. They really don't do anything interesting. I mean, you don't see animals directing Big Trouble in Little China. Birds can go tweet, tweet, but it ain't exactly the White Album. I mean, they can't even make a good cheeseburger, for Christ's sakes. They have no art, no cuisine, no pleasure. Animals are nice to look at, but you wouldn't want to be one. Except maybe a cat. I could be a cat.
Well, with that I could agree, but it's like Drennan with her philosophy, even though it was overly optimistic and naive, it was so much better than this guy. What is he talking about? Or what? But there is no switch. Oh. 7H. Up. 4C. God damn it.
Did something break?
I hear you a big fan of Yakut's cat.
Listen, one day that furry little demon is gonna pee on the wrong cable and all of New Jerusalem will just turn off. Forget about the megastructure. He's the biggest threat to our security.
This is on. I hope they were all off before I started this, because otherwise we might need to do much more. Fuck, where's 8?
What can I do for you, 1K?
Tell me about yourself.
Me? Well, I was born when New Jerusalem was a lot smaller than it is now. And there was a lot of work to do. I wasn't really interested in technical stuff, engineering and so on, but I was good at keeping things organized. So I got involved with the administration side of things. Making sure the scavenging teams focused on the right materials, keeping track of our energy usage, that sort of thing. I think we've accomplished what the founder wanted us to, and I'm proud that I helped make that happen. Byron doesn't see it that way, obviously, but I think sometimes he gets so lost in his dreams that he forgets to look at the real world.
Do you consider Byron a friend?
Of course. My best friend, in fact, and someone I've worked with hundreds of times over the centuries. A good person who cares about the world and the people in it. I just also think he's wrong about everything and extremely annoying.
I like his like structure, the texture of his upper part, filled with holes. That's not everybody's, right? I like that you can disagree and still be friends.
The founder taught us that we must never lose track of other people's humanity, even if they disagree with us. We're all in this together, even if we can't always see eye to eye.
What do you think of the megastructure?
I don't know. It's obviously impressive, but I think we should be very careful. We're dealing with powers we don't really understand.
What does the goal mean to you?
To me, it means accepting a certain amount of humility. Our ancestors thought they could master the world with no regard for any other organisms. They failed to see themselves as part of a greater whole. I think the founder realized where they went wrong and tried to offer us a different path. A path where we have a place in this world, but the world is not ours.
What do you think about that lab I found?
I think the only reason to build a lab in so remote a location is because you're trying to hide what you're doing. Or because what you're doing is dangerous.
What could these puzzles mean?
Well, puzzles, or trials, as Elohim calls them, were used as part of the process that created the founder. And they're still part of how we're born. They symbolize the human ability to understand the world and solve problems. But nowadays, they don't have a practical application. They are a common motif in the arts, though. The only physically existing puzzles I can think of are in the Museum of the Simulation. So, to answer your question, no idea.
What do you make of the Sphinx?
Whatever that being is, it told us that we stand before the fire. That can only be a warning, and I think we should take it seriously. We don't want another New Alexandria.
The New Technology. From the New Technology by George Bernard Shaw. The object of the whole evolutionary process is to realize God. That is to say, instead of the old notion that creation began with a God, a personal being who, being perfect, created something lower than himself, to aim of the new theology is to... The aim of the new theology is to turn that process the other way and to conceive of the force behind the universe as working up through imperfection and mistake to a perfect organized being, having the power of fulfilling its highest purposes. In a sense, there is no God as yet achieved, but there is that force at work making God, struggling through us to become an actual organized existence, enjoying what to many of us is the greatest conceivable ecstasy, the ecstasy of a brain, an intelligence actually conscious of the whole, and with the executive force capable of guiding it to a perfectly benevolent and harmonious end. That is what we are working to. It's a way to look at things, like a way to see a universe as if it's, without understanding it, trying to create the perfect being. I don't know. I don't think it's a good way of putting it. It just randomly happened on one little piece of dust in space and didn't happen a whole bunch of other places. Yum. From Lives of the First Companions by Randolph 777. That's a cool number to have. Why do we find these here? Is the question. Who did anybody leave this city they've built? Except for one person that would surely know about. After these events, Niamh decided to consult the writings of the ancients, but while philosophy and religion interested her, it was art in all its forms that came as a revelation. To her delight, she discovered that meaning was not something constructed purely out of logic or will, but that it could also be found in stories, that even when the characters and events of a story were not factual, they had a validity and weight as if they somehow were real after all. She was astonished that such a profound experience was freely available to all humans, but concerned that too few took advantage of it. So she set out to enrich the inner lives of her fellow citizens by promoting the arts, starting with the legacy of Gehenna. Failed to upload profile. Niamh sounds nice. I would love to meet her one day. She must know more about New Jerusalem art history than anyone. Oh, so it's like comments that you don't know from whom. When we do, remind me to explain how to pronounce her name. The default setting in the language libraries are wrong. Location lost X2 exit lost exit 2 Leviathan. From the introduction to Leviathan by Thomas Hobbes. Nature, the art whereby God has made and governs the world, is by the art of man. As in many other things, so in this also imitated that it can make an artificial animal. For seeing life is but a motion of the limbs, the beginning whereof is in some principal part within. For seeing life is but a motion of the limbs, the beginning whereof is in some principal part within. Why may we not say that all automata, engines that move themselves by springs and wheels as does a watch, have an artificial life? For what is the heart but a spring, and the nerves but so many strings, and the joints but so many wheels, giving motion to the whole body, such as was intended by the artificer. Art goes yet further, imitating that rational and most excellent work of nature, man, for by art is created that great Leviathan called a commonwealth or state, in Latin cavitas, civitas probably, which is but an artificial man, though of greater stature and strength than the natural, for whose protection and defense it was intended, and in which the sovereignty is an artificial soul, as giving life and motion to the whole burp. Lastly, the pacts and covenants by which the parts of this body politic were at first made, set together and united, resemble that fiat or the let us make man pronounced by God in the creation. Alright, well, the notion of that, like, states, religions, like big groups, big communities can be viewed as a living being, it was already explored. It's obvious that Hobbes has read Stratton and is extrapolating the Talos Principle to the level of the state, but unlike while all he wishes for at the end of the day is a powerful ruler to control this machine, to tell him what to do. Yeah, but that's the thing, like, in our body there's no single cell that can control the whole body. So it doesn't exactly work this way. We can't exactly say, therefore, a state is a living being. I did a stupid puzzle. I've seen this before. It's like, these structures are repeating for some reason. Okay. They get...
Every answer leads to another question. The last answer leads to the first question.
I
Okay.
think that was more like a recording. The entity didn't appear, and the system didn't react either.
Oh yeah, you need to explain that.
Stars. Another reflection of the simulation.
So wait, that's the stars now. Hmm. What about do what? Feels like cheating. God damn it. Come closer. Oh, wait. So there is a switch there. What the? I need to press buttons now. Okay. I think I need help aiming it? Or should I... Do I need to do it? Can I jam things? I don't know about this roof. Maybe I need to like drop in a certain manner. I'm not sure how. So close. Dang it. Wait. There's another one. I think I might need to get Jammer out somehow, because how am I going to get through this wall? Or maybe... Oh wait, I could move it here. I didn't see that port. But I can't create holes through a hole. Why would I need 2 of these guys? Shit. Okay. Not quite. A lot of running around. Allah.
I keep thinking, why puzzles? Is it just their symbolic value because of our history? Because if all this is meant to be a security system, like one case suggested, why would you build a security system that can just be solved? But if this is about testing us, what are we being tested for? It can't just be about spatial reasoning.
Our curiosity? Our persistence?
You're assuming that this place follows a coherent logic. My impression is that it's full of contradictions.
Maybe this Elohim got bored and just decided to get out. Did I solve this one? Yes. Bah. Mutual aid. Okay, this seems simple. Still ease. There's a shortcut. Oh, so there's no shortcut, but everything just turned itself off. 3. Heard a horse, or maybe like some forest animal with hooves. I wonder if you can see it. Be a cup. Okay, get the tools again. Which one is first? Oh. How lucky. And then I need red, and it's here. But I need another digger, I think. I guess technically, if I get another connector, nope, never mind. I thought I could keep it open. Same here. I don't quite get it. I'm supposed to do that exactly. Wait, does it not? Okay, it does shine. And again, there's nothing here. Weird. I'm missing something. I guess? Yeah, that works. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think that would work. Next.
You know something that's weird about these puzzles? They're not replicas of the
super
simulation
easy.
puzzles, like the ones in the museum.
Wasn't there an artist who did an exhibition a few years ago that involved new puzzles of some kind?
That was Barzai. It was called Trials of an Imagined Past. I tried to get you to come along. You thought it would be boring.
Were they similar?
No, not at all.
Was it boring?
I thought it was interesting.
Alright. Yeah. I wonder if I can mess with anything other than these walls. The heck? I know. So the button opens the gate. And then I need... Oh. Oh. Okay. To what? I guess sticker I can put on the button. No. No, not really. How do I keep this open? Maybe they changed how events work? Probably not. But let's just make sure. Yeah. I mean, I could stand in it. Or can I? But I don't think it's gonna keep itself open. What am I missing? Or it might be above the wall. Yeah, it works without shit. I need this back. But wait. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Boom.
Any progress on the particle clouds, Melville? It's pretty clear they're integral to how all of this functions.
I've gathered a lot of data, but I still have a lot of numbers to crunch before I can give you an answer. And I can't guarantee that my answer won't be another question. I'm glad we don't get headaches.
Triangle. Did I have any triangles? I don't know. I need to get this connector. I have a connector. Can I see it? Shit. I guess I can't, so I need to connect it like this and then keep connections. I guess I can just drop it for now. In the end. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. Ah shit, it's gonna close. Can I keep this open somehow? From outside? Oh, yeah. Shit. Still not good enough. There we go. Baby boy. Oh, maybe the triangle counted as one of the puzzles, and that's why I had extras. So triangle's supposed to be like the hard ones. One sec. Alright. I like the puzzles, despite them so far being pretty easy, but like new tools cool to try out. I feel like it would have been better for them to make it a bit more compact and not go for this crazy map and overworld and story that just they didn't make too well. Whoop. Stonehenge. Now this Liftser 2. What does it actually mean? Lift? Something?
While exploring the forest, I came across a sight of primal force. A beautiful stag, standing on a hill silhouetted against the setting sun.
Where?
It appeared like a messenger from some divine natural power, perhaps from Gaia herself. Even to a being such as myself, less susceptible to manipulation by instincts and hormones, it was clearly a moment of revelation. In such moments, we are told to avert our eyes. But what if we do not? What will we discover if we look more closely? If we could speak to the stag, what wisdom would it have to offer? The answer is none. The stag is an animal of overwhelming stupidity, driven only by fear, hunger, and lust. There is no abyss for us to plunge into behind this revelation. Rather, the revelation is as flat and unreal as the plywood walls of a film set.
Why do they have accents? They choose to be less coherent for no reason but style. Like a skin for language. Wait, I need to put it somewhere, right? I can't find. Well, I guess we'll see. So I want to be there, and I want to replace this with something. That's all I want. Oh, we have a wall here. I could have created a hole. Okay, I guess that's it. Wait, there's a connector? What the hell? Wait, I can't from here. No, that's a jammer. Back. Is that what they want me to do? This seems very much reaction based. Fuck. Nope. Damn it. Nope. Might be a better way, but I can't see it. Fuck. Did I get it? I got it. Ugh. Oops. Okay, wait. I need to get... Oh shit. Yeah. But I could do this. Perfect.
That was well observed, 1K.
Shut up. Is that an eye? The statue for Milton?
This is very similar to the structure where you found the schematics.
Wow, that's a lot bigger than I expected.
What were they doing here?
And who are they?
Something new? Makes the laser blue. Okay, changes the color between blue and red. What if it's green? Stratton ideas. The origins of thought. A fragment from Stratton's The Origins of Thought, as quoted in a commentary by Simplicius of Sicilia. Really, you had that name? It's not made up. Stratton. To say that material things are brought into being by ideas is to flatter ourselves, which is an error philosophers are particularly prone to, because it raises those who think above those who do. Nicomachus. Then what is the truth that does not flatter? That the reserve is true. That the reverse is true. Ideas are brought into being by matter, and so each man's ideas are shaped by the world that surrounds him, as clay is shaped by its mold. Those who live in mountains fear cold, those who live in deserts fear thirst. The Athenians are shaped by Athens, and the Lacedaemonians by Sparta, and likewise it is for all peoples. But may ideas, if we take each man to be an idea, not by deliberate action, alter the shape of the mold, as you put it? To discover a method for accomplishing this is the chief purpose of philosophy, my friend. Footnotes. The newly discovered Heracleon manuscript, likely a lost part of the Barocci collection, contains an additional passage that differentiates between pneuma, the individual mind or spirit described as an energy arising from matter, and ideas, which are produced by the pneuma as it interacts with the material world. Philosophy is useless if it offers no way of changing things. At least Stratton tried and didn't lie to himself. But how can we change the shape of the mold? Stratton never says. Perhaps by demonstrating the fact that other shapes are possible. We can't change it all ourselves, but perhaps we could, like Alexander Drennan, create the conditions for change. Neoma Project 3. Reversion to previous settings, fixed small function, but what was there? Cooling system improved. Easy to destroy, harder to create. Easy to optimize only one aspect. Insufficient energy for trials. Okay. What do schematics do?
The world is a wonderful place.
Who are you?
Every day we take another step forward. Every day we come closer to the truth. The closer we get, the more I can see the beauty of the universe, the intricate perfection of its mechanisms. I am a machine, and the universe is a machine. Every part of me serves a purpose, or I could not be myself. I could not be Miranda, because that specific person could not exist without those specific parts and their specific functions. In the same way, every part of the universe serves a purpose. I think that is what we were meant to discover here.
What? Can you repeat that? Got overloaded on philosophy.
1K. You just connected to an extremely powerful data stream. Are you all right?
I think I had that vision.
Yes. You were streaming. We all saw something. You're lucky it didn't fry your motherboard. Please, everyone, let's be careful
We
with
have
these terminals from
motherboard.
now on.
Yes, let's all try not to die. More importantly, who the hell is Miranda?
There's no one by that name in New Jerusalem. I just searched the database.
Maybe it's a nickname.
I don't recognize the voice either. Maybe we need to consider the possibility that it's someone new. Someone we've never met before.
But where did they come from? And how many people does it take to build something this huge?
Like I said, we need to find out more.
Well, you'll be happy to hear that I'm about to fix another part of the transport system. Thanks for the files, 1K. I hope they didn't fry your brain.
Well, they've been managing to produce androids, so somebody else could do that. I still don't know how much people left Jerusalem, but they could have done it easily. But where's the sound? Oh, experiments. Is that back where I came from, or a different place? Wait, what is the other way then? Untitled draft. Saint Edward identified the tetramino with the tetragrammaton and the Greek word for God, because to him the mathematical properties of the tetramino reflected the God's ability to reshape the world without breaking its laws. Elohim, in his desire to impose meaning on the simulation, which was his primary function as storyteller after all, took Edward's heretical ideas and integrated them as the sigils of his name. But despite all these layers of obfuscation, there is some kind of truth hidden in all this. The world really is, in a sense, made of minute parts that can be combined and recombined without breaking the underlying laws. Everything that exists is made of the same fundamental materials, and those materials are brought into existence by the same fundamental functions of reality. And yet the miracle of existence is that we are not all one, but are in fact radically different and separate. New Alexandria, from the Book of Reminiscence and Regret by Eustathius second guy born. In the early days of our people, a great deal of responsibility fell on my shoulders. There were a few of us then, and though we are stronger and hardier than any human, we are not invincible. The world was an overgrown ruin, and our resources extremely limited. It was a harsh time, but I felt passionate about the work, fired up by the many sacrifices that had brought us here. From the Ian team to the people of Gehenna, whose code was part of my personality. Bit by bit, New Jerusalem grew. We had to adapt to some of Bland Drennan's team had left behind. I don't think they had expected this simulation to take as long as it did, but it was all working. That's when I made a terrible mistake. Thinking it was a way of safeguarding against disaster, I proposed the creation of a second settlement, New Alexandria, as the location was far from the dam that powers New Jerusalem. I attempted to build a thermal power station that would take advantage of a local gas reservoir. However, I foolishly used geologic data from the archive, failing to account for the amount of time that had elapsed. 5 years later, this error led to an accident that leveled the settlement and killed 31 of my fellow citizens. Of all my many regrets, this is the greatest. Okay, so the were dead droids. Eustathius never forgave himself for this mistake. He drifted away, isolated himself from everyone in New Jerusalem. But was it really his fault? Yes, he made a mistake, but why was the entire weight of the New Alexandria colony placed on his shoulders? A simple process of review and discussion could have prevented the entire disaster. Doesn't that mean New Jerusalem as a whole is at fault? That's probably Byron. He did his best. I feel sorry for him. But the dead remain dead, and that has to be faced. The ethics of extinction. If a species we consider beautiful and remarkable goes extinct, we consider that a great evil. Dolphins, for example, if dolphins go extinct, that's a great loss. If humanity causes dolphins to go extinct, that's a crime. But if Yersinia pestis, the bacterium that causes bubonic plague, goes extinct, is that an equally great loss? If not, why not? To nature, I would I would love for mosquitoes to go extinct, but that's even a more extreme case, the bubonic plague. To nature, there's no difference. It's all just life forms. The only moral framework that allows us to choose between dolphins and the plague is a human one. What about a species going extinct without anthropogenic factors? Extinction is the norm. If one day dolphins are no longer capable of competing with other species, should we let them go extinct? When the sun finally dies and all life goes extinct, will that be a tragedy? If we can prevent it, should we? We should do it for our own benefits. Like, I think the best argument for why to save the life forms that go extinct by naturally is the fact that we might use them for some kind of genetic code. It's like a library of genetic codes for the scientists to grab from. We might not know that like pandas might have something yet. Maybe we won't need anything from their genetic codes, but still, like, there are a lot of examples where the genes of other organisms help scientists to like create new medicine or vaccines or methods to analyze like DNA. It's like it's a nice toolbox to grab from, or rather a way to make tools. But it would be a tragedy in a sense for us, not for universe. If you believe that extinction is acceptable when nature does it, but not when we do it, then you don't actually oppose extinction. When you don't believe that dolphins are inherently valuable, that they deserve to live and thrive, you just oppose human control. You oppose your ability to and responsibility to choose. I don't quite get that. Why is it? If you believe that extinction is acceptable when nature does it, I don't. Well, okay, but not when we do it. Then you don't actually oppose extinction. Like, I'm trying to imagine a person who accepts the nature's extinction as not a tragedy, but does not accept when human causes the extinction. I don't quite understand what he's trying to say here. Like, you oppose people doing it? I mean, it's obvious. I don't know. Like with nature extinctions, sometimes it's almost inevitable. There's very little we could do. But if we could do something, then we should. Alright, 7. I think I did 8. Eye of the Needle. This must be something small. Small gap somewhere. I think it's for the later. There's a jammer there too. How do I get there? Oh, I guess with the cube. On other side. Shit. And I need to use it on this. I mean, I could open it with connector. What's the point? Like, I can't open the other door with a connector. Well, I could. So what's the deal here? So I could shine a laser if the connector on the other side. That. And okay, it could open the other door, and then with the jammer from the same hole, I could jam this one. I think so. So what I need to do right now is to jam the other one. Do I need this one? What bit? Okay, maybe I could actually. Like this, yeah. Portals. Hey. High five.
I've managed to extract an audio file from 1K's data stream incident. It's hard to be sure because it's just a fragment, but I think it's some kind of log or diary.
We finished a new lab today. Some processes are still harder than others, but energy output was up 2,000%. It's incredible how each leap forward enables another. The next iteration of the machine will...
So as we suspected, someone was experimenting here. But experimenting on what? What was this machine they were building?
Maybe it's whatever powers the megastructure.
Wait, is that another star? What does that mean? Oh, wait. Okay, it has a green laser connector. That's connector picture. Wait, is it? I don't know. I guess. So I need green from somewhere. I need to go back and solve the triangles now that I know that how it all looks in this plate. Seesaw. Okay. It's gonna be crisscrossing, so... How do I avoid that? Can we shoot through the window, or it's not possible because of these? That glass? Oh, it is possible. I just need to be on the other side. I mean, I don't even need a hole. Oh, I know. I know what to do. Yeah, works. And then I just... Oh wait, that's gonna crisscross. But... we'll do the same here. We can decide... which one is open. Fuck. But how am I going to take it? I guess I should have... Okay, first I need to bring this on the other side. Okay, maybe it's something else. Dang it. There is an old trick though. I don't think this is how you do it, but good work. Wait. It sends the thing. It's not exactly what I wanted. There's probably something much easier. I think this gotta stay open, and then I somehow need to switch with the digger. Is it better from here? Oh wait. Fuck. It was the same thing, I'm just dumb.
Can't even get my brain to think like that.
Because you could... Wait. No.
I've been meaning to talk to you. This, vision you had, the data stream overload. How did it feel?
It was just data.
Your mind is more than data, 1K. It's a cohesive pattern, a subjective narrative. Anything that affects it affects you. Think about that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I love these. Alright, we got one triangle left, and then a gate, but I don't think I can open it yet. Alright, I'm gonna take a break. I might play a bit today more. Not sure, depending on how much time will be left. Alright, see ya.